Ever wondered how some people manage to accomplish so much in their life? It's because they understand the value of time, the ever-ticking clock, the constant drumbeat that underscores our lives. It's one resource that, once spent, we can never get back. Successful individuals, whether they're business entrepreneurs, financial gurus, or billionaires, grasp this concept better than most. They use every second to its utmost potential, crafting a career and a legacy that continues to inspire. Now let's delve into how we can stop wasting time. First and foremost, we need to understand what time is and why it's so vital. Time, my friends, is an ever-moving river. It's a relentless force that never pauses, never waits, and never doubles back. It's a universal constant that governs our lives and the universe itself. It's not just the ticking of a clock or the turning of a calendar page. It's a measure of our existence, a record of our journey through life. Now, let's imagine time as a currency. Imagine you're given 24 golden coins each day when you wake up. These coins represent the 24 hours in a day. You can spend them however you wish. You can invest them in yourself, in your relationships, in your dreams and aspirations. Or you could let them slip through your fingers, wasted on trivialities or squandered on things that don't bring you joy or growth. But here's the catch. At the end of the day, any unspent coins vanish. They don't roll over to the next day. This, my friends, is the finite nature of time. It's a non-renewable resource. Once spent, it's gone forever. This is what makes time incredibly valuable. More precious than gold, more valuable than diamonds. Because while you can always make more money or buy more things, you can't create more time. So, what's the takeaway here? The message is clear. Every second, every minute, every hour is a golden opportunity. An opportunity to learn, to grow, to love, to live. An opportunity to become the best version of yourself. An opportunity to make a difference in the world. And remember, this isn't about cramming as much as possible into each day. It's about making conscious decisions, about investing your time wisely, about choosing quality over quantity. It's about recognizing that each moment is a gift, a precious gem to be cherished and savored. We've now grasped the importance of time. Next, we'll learn how to manage it effectively. Secondly, it's essential to learn effective time management. Now, imagine time as a vast flowing river. You can't stop it, nor can you hold it. But what you can do is navigate it wisely. And that, my friends, is the art of time management. Time management is like painting a picture. Your time is the canvas, and your activities are the colors you splash onto it. You have the power to create a masterpiece or a mess, depending on how you manage your time. Let's talk about planning. Planning your day, your week, or even your year can sometimes feel like predicting the weather. You can't be entirely sure what's going to happen, but having a plan gives you a sense of direction. It's like having a roadmap that guides you through the day. It doesn't mean you can't take detours or explore new paths. It just means you have a clear path to follow when you need it. Next, we have prioritizing. This is where you decide which of your tasks are more important and need to be done first. It's like being a chef. You have a bunch of ingredients, but you need to know which ones to cook first to make the perfect meal. Prioritizing tasks helps you focus on what's important and prevents you from wasting time on less crucial matters. Lastly, setting goals. Goals are the destinations you set on your roadmap. They are the landmarks you want to reach. Without goals, you're like a ship sailing without a destination. You might enjoy the journey, but you'll never know when you've arrived. Setting goals gives you a sense of purpose and a reason to manage your time effectively. Time management isn't just about getting more done. It's about making the most of the time you have. It's about painting a picture of your life that you're proud to show off. It's about navigating the river of time with skill and purpose. Now that we've learned about time management, let's move on to the barriers that prevent us from using our time wisely. Thirdly, we need to identify and overcome the barriers to effective time use, such as procrastination and distractions. Let's start with distractions. They're everywhere, aren't they? From the persistent ping of social media notifications to the lure of a new TV show, there's always something vying for our attention. These distractions can be subtle, yet their impact on our productivity is profound. The good news is, we have the power to control them. How about setting specific focus times during the day? During these periods, turn off your notifications, close unnecessary tabs, and dedicate yourself fully to the task at hand. It's about creating an environment conducive to concentration and productivity. Remember, it's not about eliminating all distractions. That's next to impossible. It's about managing them effectively. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Procrastination. We've all been guilty of it at one point or another. It's that nagging voice in our heads whispering, "You can do it later," despite knowing that later often translates to never. Procrastination is the art of delaying action, and it's a formidable barrier to efficient time use. So how do we overcome it? Firstly, understand the root cause. Are you overwhelmed by the task? Is it too boring or difficult? Once you've identified the why, you can address the how. Break down the task into manageable chunks. Start with the easiest or the most interesting part to build momentum. Use the Pomodoro technique. Work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. Keep repeating this cycle until the task is complete. Secondly, change your mindset. Instead of viewing the task as a burden, see it as an opportunity for growth and learning. Remember, every task, no matter how mundane, contributes to your overall goals and aspirations. Lastly, practice mindfulness. Be present in the moment. Don't let your mind wander to the past or the future. Concentrate on the task at hand, and you'll find that it gets done much faster. Overcoming these barriers will get us one step closer to using our time wisely. Now let's discuss the importance of balance. Fourthly, it's crucial to find balance in our lives. Now, what does this mean? It means orchestrating our time in such a way that we're not always in work mode, nor are we always in rest mode. It's about finding that sweet spot, that equilibrium where work, leisure, and rest harmoniously coexist. Let's take a moment to think about a tightrope walker. They are constantly adjusting their balance to stay on the rope. If they lean too far to one side, they'll fall off. The same applies to our lives. If we lean too much into work, we risk burning out. If we lean too much into leisure, we risk becoming unproductive. And if we rest too much, we may lose our momentum. So, how do we strike this balance? Well, it starts with understanding that all three, work, leisure, and rest, are essential parts of our lives. Work gives us purpose. Leisure provides relaxation, and rest rejuvenates us for the next day. Then, we need to set boundaries. When it's time to work, work. When it's time to rest, rest. And when it's time for leisure, enjoy it without guilt. This might mean setting specific hours for work, scheduling regular breaks, and making time for hobbies and interests. Remember, balance doesn't mean splitting your time equally between work, leisure, and rest. It means allocating your time in a way that makes you feel fulfilled, productive, and rested. Lastly, be flexible. Life is unpredictable, and sometimes, despite our best plans, things can go awry. In such instances, it's important to adapt and recalibrate our balance. In the words of the late Maya Angelou, you can only become truly accomplished at something you love. Don't make money your goal. Instead, pursue the things you love doing, and then do them so well that people can't take their eyes off you. So, strive to find that balance in your life. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. It's not about rigid schedules, it's about fluid adaptability. It's not about constant hustle, it's about mindful living. Finding balance is key to effective time use. Next, we'll discuss the importance of consistency. Consistency, my friends, is the secret ingredient that transforms ordinary into extraordinary. It's like a river that carves a canyon, not through its power, but its persistence. So what does it mean to be consistent in time management? Well, imagine baking a cake. You've got the recipe, you've got the ingredients. You mix them all together and put it in the oven. But what happens if you take it out too soon? It's undercooked, right? And if you leave it in too long, it burns. It's not about doing everything at once, but doing the right things at the right time, every time. Consistency in time management is just like that. It's not about cramming as much as we can into our schedule. It's about consistently doing the important things and doing them well, day in, day out. It's about establishing routines and habits that help us achieve our goals over time. Think of it like a snowball rolling down a hill. At first it's small and slow, But as it keeps rolling, it gets bigger and faster. That's the power of consistency. The more consistent we are, the more momentum we build, and the more we can achieve. But consistency isn't always easy. It requires discipline, commitment, and sometimes sacrifice. It's about showing up, even when we don't feel like it. It's about sticking to our plans, even when it's hard. But remember, every step we take, no matter how small, is a step forward. So how do we become more consistent? We start by setting clear, achievable goals. We break them down into manageable tasks. We prioritize these tasks, focusing on what's most important, and then we do them every day, without fail. And when we stumble, as we all do, we pick ourselves back up. We learn from our mistakes, we adjust our plans, and then we keep going. Because that's what consistency is all about. It's about never giving up, never giving in. Being consistent ensures that we use our time effectively. It's the key that unlocks the door to success. It's the bridge that carries us from where we are to where we want to be. And it all starts with a single step, taken consistently day after day. We've learned a lot today about valuing and managing our time. If you found this information valuable, subscribe to our channel and hit the notification button. Our journey, just like the illustrious career of Denzel Washington, is about constant learning and growth. Each video we share is a step forward in that journey, a chance to learn something new, to be inspired, to make a change. But this isn't a journey we want to take alone. We invite you to join us to become a part of this community that values time, that seeks inspiration and motivation. By subscribing to our channel, hitting that notification button, you're saying yes to growth, yes to inspiration, and yes to making the most of your time. This isn't just about us or you. It's about reaching out to others, about creating a ripple effect of positivity and growth. So we encourage you to share this video. Share it with someone who might be struggling with time management, with someone who might be seeking inspiration, with someone who you believe could benefit from our message. Remember, each one of us has a role to play in inspiring change. Every share, every like, every comment can make a difference. So let's make that difference together. Share this video with someone who you think needs it. Together, we can inspire others to stop wasting time. As we wrap up, remember this quote by Benjamin Franklin: "Lost time is never found again. Time, once elapsed, is irreplaceable. It's a finite resource, a precious gift that we often take for granted. Yet, every tick of the clock is a moment lived, a moment that carries potential." This concept is not new. It's been emphasized by numerous thinkers, leaders, and doers. Success is not reached overnight, but through consistent, determined effort, making every second count. So let's ponder on this thought. Let's be mindful of how we spend our time. Let's prioritize, let's focus, and let's act. Let's stop wasting time on things that don't serve our purpose or nourish our growth. Because once lost, time is never found again. Let's all commit to using our time wisely. Remember, every second counts.